Lucky Reds are back. The Lucky Reds are back, and I've got a cracking panel with me today. I'll go to my normals first, because then we've got a few debuts. We'll have to bring them into the game. Mark, you feeling any better today, lad? Because I know you've been sick.
I'm all right, getting there. Got me little thing for me nose and me little dribbles, but I'm always well enough to talk about the Reds. The Lucky Reds.
This will be a healing process. Don't you worry, lad. You'll be fucking doing marathons after this. Rick, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not bad, mate. Not bad. Still buzzing after last night's win. So, yeah, it's good to talk about it.
We got two making the debut, two friends of mine. We do a little bit of chatting through the week on the Anfield sector. Grizz, thanks very much for taking the time to come on with us, lad. I know you've been busy. Hope you're well.
I'm good, man. I'm just going to ask Mark, you know, like you said, you've got a thing for your nose. Like, do you still do what I used to do as a kid, but I still do it as a grown up? I got no shame. So when you got a cold and a runny nose, right, and you know during the night, you can't keep fucking getting up and blowing your nose every 30 seconds, right? So what I used to do, and I'm going to tell everyone else that what I still do, is get two tissues, right, roll them up and then just stuff them up my nose, right? And then wherever it soaks up during the night, it fucking soaks up.
The way on that, I'll get me.
I'm sorry if that's put off people, right? I'm sorry if you've lost subscribers, Ben, but I fucking had to cover it.
Nah, don't worry about it.
But you can't just keep cleaning your nose, right? So if it's still running all night long, I just stick two tissues up there, right? And just let it soak up. At least I can get.
You got big tusks fucking sticking out.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Tusks. Sorry, yeah, but no, good, man, good. I had to make it today. As you know, I had a bit of a situation an hour or so ago, but I thought, nah, man, you know what I mean? Got to come on Ben's podcast, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope the lads are well. And yeah, up the Reds.
Oh, mate, it was the perfect time, innit, when the Reds have fucking smashed it. Mo, finally you're here. How are we, brother?
Oh, I'm good, man. Thanks for inviting me. You've been smashing it, you and the boys. So I thought, got to jump on with Ben. Yeah, so again, thanks for inviting me. And any opportunity to talk about the Reds, I'll be here.
Absolutely, lads, and you know it's good, obviously, for you to plug your channel as well. I know you've been doing your new show. It's really good. A big Keep It Zoned, and we'll go through it towards the end. We'll give a good little shout out for your show.
I appreciate that.
But look, shout out to everyone in the comments. Everyone's starting to filter in now. Smash a like and subscribe. But look, we'll get into it. The Lucky Reds pull one out at the end again. It's caused the country to go into meltdown yet again. But let's face it, you create your own looking football, don't you, boys? And at the end of the day, this is nothing new. I remember, Chris, we done that show the other night on Anfield Index, your Red Room show. Lewis was saying about how many times Liverpool, it's like an DNA in it, more times than not. Well, I'll come to you first, Chris, because obviously I know you put the questions to me. I want to fire it across to you. You know, just on the basis of this season, Chris, where is this dilemma? They keep saying, you know, last year it was always about they haven't played anyone. This year it's the Lucky Reds. There's no luck in this, Chris. If Liverpool have, and a lot of these games, because let's be honest, we've deserved the win.
Do you know what it is? That stat that. So look, everyone's talking about the luck and the late goals. Nobody, have you seen anyone mention that we haven't been behind for 1 second in any of our games? Like, are they completely ignoring that aspect? Like, we haven't been behind in every game. And look at the kind of fixtures we've got. Like on paper, they've been tricky fixtures, you know. Bournemouth at home, right? First game, and everyone thought, blah, 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 Bournemouth won't be the same. Hello, have you seen what Bournemouth have done since us? Bournemouth are playing proper well. Even Pep gave them a shout out today. Pep Guardiola, he said the modern way of playing is like how Bournemouth are playing. Their manager's a good coach. Obviously, then we had the Newcastle emotional trip. You know, like, who's going to go to Newcastle and win? I'm intrigued to see how many teams go up to Newcastle. I want to see how many teams go up to St. James Park and win this season, whether they've got Isak or not or whatever. And then you add on to the toxicity and all the media that was building up that game as it was World War III. You know what I mean? We handled that superbly. Burnley away, best defense last season amongst the leagues. Scott Parker, I've never, like, one of the lowest blocks. And then we had Arsenal, who everyone pretty much tipped for the title, right? Along with us. So we're 4 out of 4, and then we do what we done yesterday to a Diego Simeone team, right? Who are renowned never to give up, right? Of course there's luck, but you name me a team in world football that hasn't had luck on the way to any success. We haven't had any success yet, but we're on the way, and maybe we're getting our luck out of the way in the first phase. Maybe we're going to get some bad luck. We know it swings and roundabouts, but ultimately, I'm so happy that we're a dog of a team to beat. I hated being a soft touch, and we ain't no soft touch anymore.
No, and do you know what, mate? You speak really well there and make some great points. Last year, I thought we were a bit soft at times, and this league, mate, especially when you got the likes of Bailey coming in, Mo, we've spoke privately as well recently, and you can only beat what's in front of you, and at the end of the day, do you know what, right? I'd take it like this. Do you know if I'm in opposition, right? Over the years, we've watched City. And it reminds me, we'd make excuses ourselves when they weren't fucking lucky. Do you know what I mean? And it reminds me exactly that. Do you know if I was, for instance, I'd never be, but if I was, right, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be looking at Liverpool now, Mo, and I'd be going, we've got a problem here.
I'll take it even further. Back when I was younger, it was United that were doing this constantly. Every single time you think they've lost the game, you think they've drew, they score a last-minute winner. It was Fergie time for a reason, and that was happening throughout the whole entirety of my childhood. They ruined my whole time in school in my childhood. It was annoying. And now we're doing it. There's a reason why they were doing it, and there's a reason why we're doing it now and why City used to do it, because you create your own luck. You build that momentum into a game, constantly attacking, constantly trying to get the next goal. This is the one thing that I love about especially Slot's team over the last year. Every single game we've played, apart from Nottingham Forest, we've scored a goal. And then we don't just sit back and just wait for, close out the game with a 1-0 win. We'll always go for the second, the third, the fourth. Yeah. That's where we got caught out with against Bournemouth. Against Bournemouth, we were 2-0 up at the time. We could have just easily sat back and chilled. But we looked like we wanted to get the third goal. We was trying flicks. Like Szoboszlai, unfortunately, tried a little flick in the middle of the pitch, which didn't work out well for him. But it's quite interesting at the same time because everyone's saying that this year we're the most exciting team. There's loads of goals in our games. But this time last year, everyone was saying Slot's football is quite boring, and that the way that we play is quite pragmatic, and we're a little bit slower. So you can't win. Every single thing about Liverpool, there will always be a different rhetoric. There will always be something that they will come up with that is completely void of any relevance, and it just it's mind-boggling.
You said it before, Mo. The most hated, lads. The most hated.
I want to jump in there. I want to jump in there. Sorry, Mo. Yeah. But you talked about the media keep making up different agendas and narratives when it comes to us. Guys, have you fucking heard the one about where we can't have 2 strikers? We can't have Isak and Ekitike. Did we not grow up watching Man United have 4 deadly strikers every single time? Every single time United have 4, whether it's York, Cole, Sheringham, Tevez, Berbatov. Do you remember? Every team, every successful team said Dzeko, Aguero.
You can't have enough of them, Chris.
More than
you can't. We can't have 2.
And that's
unbelievable. They're making up new shit to talk about.
And that's the thing also, we might have spent a lot of money in the summer, but people are not bedding in or giving us credit to say, oh, we still need to fit these players into the team. We're trying to bleed 5 new players into this team. And that is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. No matter how world-class they are, no matter how much we spent on them, they can be a £110 million player or a £10 million player. It's still going to take some time for them to fit into a team. But no one's going to say that because it's Liverpool. They hate us, and I wouldn't have it any other way because when you hate us, that means we're doing something good.
Absolutely. Mate, we've spoke about this for the last few days and we've repeated it over and over again. And do you know what? We've fucking gone on and won 2 games since. And it's just, I think it's amazing. Mark, the biggest thing yesterday for me, obviously, was the excitement of it. But to see that number 9 shirt put on the fucking changing room, fucking hook, lads, ready for him to come on, mate, it reminded me of a kid when the Torres signing and Suarez, do you know what I mean? And I thought he was excellent yesterday. And do you know what? We had the little debate during the match, didn't we, Mark, with regards to weights. And, mate, he came alive, didn't he? He's been brought in for Isak, hasn't he, Mark?
Yeah. You could see by the way he moves. Isak, he needs a fucking feeder, someone to feed him. Verts will do that. One good, even though he's not adding a goal or assist yet, you can see that he's always looking to get into that little half a yard of space because he knows when he gets the ball, he's on the turn already. It's a bit like Phil Foden, really good at it. We can see the space. He'll run into it, and he's already on that half turn. And some of the Bills will play yesterday between him and Isak, and even when Salah hit the post, some of the play there as well. It was just unbelievable. It was just like that touch as well, where like it dropped down in the box and you thought. Because I'll be honest, I said to you after at half time, I went, I'm a little bit worried about Verts here. It's like can't seem to just get a grip and get involved in the game. And then second half, he come out and I was like, if not everyone hadn't seen these messages, I would have deleted it. He's a different player in the second half. But there was one where that it got cleared in the box, and it would have been easy for him to just smash it out into the Centini stands, but he didn't. He done like this little half step and controlled it, and then he knocked it inside to Szoboszlai, and we nearly scored from it. It's things like that we haven't had since, particularly Coutinho.
Yeah, we're careful since him. Yeah,
but there's nobody like Chris was saying there. About United. They had for years. They had Solskjaer was there, like he was their fourth choice, and then they always had like you say, they had Berbatov, they had Tevez. Before that they had York, Sheringham. I think at one point in '99 when they won the treble, they had York, Cole, Sheringham, and Solskjaer. That was their four strikers, and then they had the wingers and Giggs and Beckham anyway. So it was all right for them to do it, but there's no coincidence when champions are winning games in the last couple of minutes because United used to do it and City have been doing it for years as well.
Mate,
that's the mentality that these players have. They don't give up until the final whistle. They keep going. They're not defeatist. They just carry on going, even if they. And like it is said, we've been up. It's not like we've been trailing and we've played very poorly. We've been 2-0 down. We've been clawing it back. Not like years ago. I think Klopp's last season we were finding we were doing that a lot. We were coming back from goals behind to win games.
We were, yeah.
But I think, to be honest, yesterday, their first goal shouldn't have stood. He was offside. And that second goal, it was just an absolute fluke. He hit it sweet, but if it doesn't take a deflection, it's a catch. It's keeper practice for him, but it took a bad deflection and went in. So they didn't even deserve to even score a goal to us because I don't even think any other chance they created merited a goal. It was all us. We could have put the game to bed at 2-1. We could have put the game even further away with Ekitike that scored at the end. So I don't get this fucking lucky tag because it's not like we're turning up and being shit and not creating chances and not scoring goals. We score. We're creating loads of chances. And it's just it seems to be that we're playing every team at the moment that wants to play in a fucking low block. But we can't help that. We've just got to get the keys to unlock it, haven't we? And we are. So no one can complain, really.
Oh, mate. Rick, we've been speaking as well, privately and what have you. It takes time with the new team, Rick. We've changed a lot in our side. We've lost a lot as well. A lot of players have gone out the door. We were accommodating Darwin Núñez. We had Diaz last year. But up to now, Rick, if you're in opposition, it's an issue, isn't it? If Liverpool are winning now, what are they going to be like when it clicks, Rick? Because do you know what, right? It may not be massively clicking just yet, but it's getting better every week. Little things. I understand. People are, with weight, for instance, they're not understanding it. Sometimes you've just got to. He's 22, comes to a brand new league. It takes time. He starts coming alive. Now you can see the manager's going to have to start keeping the team kind of similar all the time. Now it'll start bringing them out. But like Mark said, the goals were lucky last night, weren't they?
Yeah, I think if you look at the team that we picked last night with Isak starting up front, you can see the difference between Verts and Isak and Verts and Ekitike. They seem to click straight away, Verts and Isak. And then when Isak went off, I don't know if it's Ekitike coming too deep in certain times of a game where it's just killing Verts, his space. So when Verts does get on the ball, he's got no outlet firm in front of him because Ekitike is basically next to him. We see that yesterday. That's why I think Atletico got back into the game sort of with some of the chances they had in the ball possession because we were coming too deep for it. But like you said, Isak and Verts just look like they're on the same page already. And once Isak gets fully fit and firing, Verts' numbers could just go through the roof in terms of chances created, assists. maybe should have had a goal yesterday, I think, but I don't. The goalkeeper obviously smothered it, and I think Frimpong got in his way a little bit. And then again, I've been critical of Wirtz in the first couple of games, but I think yesterday you see the player he is. If Salah put that away, that's an assist to his name.
Even Frimpong as well, who had a great game.
Yeah, Frimpong had a very good game. Robbo was solid again. People wrote Robertson off in the summer because Kirkers was coming in, but you see the cool head that Robbo's got in the Burnley game, and then again last night. Once his team gets fully clicking, it's going to be dangerous for the rest of the Premier League, I think. And like you said, Grizz said, we played Newcastle away, we played Arsenal at home. Burnley, who had the best defensive record, nearly broke the record, in fact, with Trafford in goal last season. Yeah. An old record that stood in English football. And Bournemouth are a very, very good team under Iriola. They're set up well, and they didn't come just to sit back. They come and attacked us as well. They come and gave it a game. So yeah, we've got a big game this weekend. But once the team's fit, you can tell he's not fit. You can see there was parts of the game yesterday where he seems to be struggling a little bit. But
fucked at one point.
Yeah, but once he gets fit, I expect him to start this weekend as well. So once he gets fully fit, fucking hell, the options we've got.
Oh, it's exciting. Look, if you're just joining us now, smash a like and subscribe, and make sure you follow all the boys on Twitter. I'm sure you do anyway. But Grizz, I have to come to you. There's one man in particular who I just think is possibly the best midfielder in world football right now. Ryan Gravenberch. Grizz, the levels he's got, and it's not even anywhere near what it will get to. You know, I look at this fella and I just think he looks the real deal. What can he do? I've never seen, for a fella so big, right, because he's massive. You know, you go to the game as well. When you see him up close, Grizz, you're like, fucking hell, if he fell over, he'd be halfway home. He can't half move him just on that one space. Do you know what I mean? So that 1 yard when he goes, no one can get him.
Do you know what it is? First and foremost, you have to admit things when you get them wrong. So everyone likes getting plaudits and everyone loves retweeting stuff when you get things right? But nobody's... you have to show humility and be humble when you get shit wrong, yeah? And I have to hold my hands up. And Mo knows this. I never thought Ryan Gravenberch had the defensive nous almost to play this role long-term for us, right? So whoever coached him or whoever's coach or whatever coach it was, whether it was Slot or one of the backroom staff or whoever had that idea, I salute you, sir, right? Because I always thought growing up, as he was growing up and coming through the ranks, he'd be a brilliant 8. He's got that touch. He's got the vision. He's got the control. He's got the poise. He's got the balance. You can't get the ball off him. When he sticks his ass out, you can't get the ball off him. He shields it so well. He's got a turn on him. Like, you can't press him because with his first touch, he'll go around you. He's always had that. But how the coaches have developed him into mopping up danger and reading the play, he's been a revelation, lads. He's been a revelation. And I genuinely, I said it on the Big Six the other day, and they kind of laughed. And like, I'm going to ask them again today, why did you laugh? Because I genuinely can't think of 3 better players in world football in his position right now. I genuinely can't. Name them. If you think there are, name them and we can have a discussion. I don't think there's 3. I'm not well versed enough to say he's number 1 because I might have missed someone in world football, right? I don't watch enough football anymore. I used to be a real football man. Now I'm just a shithead. But I need to watch more football. But for me, he's been a revelation, lads. He's the way he plays the game is beautiful. It's beautiful to see as well.
He's lad, isn't he?
No. That's what I'm saying. It's beautiful.
You'd ever see the Thiago turn again. He does it every single time.
Mark, you're spot on. He's got that Thiago turn, but he's got the robustness and the physique to go with it. I still think he can get stronger and bigger. I think he has a little bit, to be honest with you. I do see a bit of physical change in him. Hey,
you see the way he barged that?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Really,
Mo, I genuinely think he's got a little. He's got a little nasty streak in him, but I want him to develop it even more because I want my DMs to be nasty bastards. I don't want them to be all pretty, and like looking good and all that. Yeah, like Szoboszlai sometimes wants to look good. I want them to have a nasty streak, and if he's got that, if he can add that as well, and I think he's got it, but I think he needs to be coached. And you know what, lads? I think Slot's the perfect man to teach him that, because I think Slot knows all about the dark arts, and we're going to discuss that.
I was going to say there's one more thing I would like to see him add to his game as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Gravenberch, and I agree with you, Grizz, top 3 in the world in that position, without a doubt. But when he does the turn and when he's progressing the ball, I think his passing can improve. I think that final pass that he usually lays off is not always the best, and he doesn't spray the ball as good as like some midfielders that we've seen.
So I think I know what you mean. I think his long-range passing can improve. I think his short passing is good. I think his short passing is very good. I think his long passing was switch of play. But shall I be honest, lads? I can say it now because he's not at our club anymore, and you're not going to go mad because you probably all love him to bits. But I thought Fabinho was shit at long-range passing as well. He used to have this lofted type pass.
Great loft over the top, yeah.
He used to have a loft. He used to loft over the top. That's all he had, though. He didn't have a ping, right? Yeah. And I like my midfielders to have a ping. Gravenberch hasn't got that ping. Szoboszlai's got that ping. We know Mac has got that ping. Curtis hasn't really got it, and Ryan hasn't really got it. If they can develop that ping, then
imagine if he adds that ping, if he adds that passing ability to what he's already got, we might be talking about the best DM in the world, genuinely.
It reminds me of, remember Gerrard when he was younger and you could throw him right back and he'd do good. I think right now, if Slot had to put him anywhere, he'd do well because he's got that like confidence now. Do you know what I mean?
He can play centre half in the modern game. In the modern game, he's played. He's been sent back there a couple of times. Him and Virgil would. Virgil, I reckon, would have a fucking party at the back.
How would you fucking get the ball off them in the air? Honest to God. But you know what? You've just mentioned the fella there, Chris, and I've got to put it to Mo and to all you boys. Yeah. Mo, Virgil van Dijk. I don't even know what to say about this fella anymore. He was at the top anyway. He's gone a fucking above what the top even was, mate. His head sticking out the top. Do you know what I mean?
I can't lie to you, boys. I don't think there's enough way. I don't have the vocabulary. I'm not smart enough to describe how good he is at football. The other day on our podcast, we do this little like blind ranking thing or bench cells, these little weird TikTok things anyway. But one of the questions that was posed to me was Van Dijk, Maldini, and the other one, I forgot who the other one was. In my opinion, call me crazy because I'm sick and tired of saying Van Dijk's the best in the Premier League. I think that's been long said and done. I think he's the best centre back to ever play the sport. Full stop.
I'm up there with that.
Like genuinely, like I never seen Maldini or Beckenbauer but Maldini towards the end of his career when he was playing centre back. Yeah, he was good, but I think Nesta was probably better, to be honest. Majority.
Look, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool fan, and I agreed with everything that you've said. And you know, I like a little argument with you, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Every time.
I love a little argument with Mo. Right?
I still like better easy, mate.
Now, do you know what? Like Van Dijk is levels, and anyone who disputes him being at least in the top 2 or 3 greatest centre backs the Premier League's ever seen, you're just chatting shit and you're arguing with yourself and your own brain and your own ego, and you're embarrassing yourself if you don't put him in that conversation. But Mo, I grew up literally when I studied football, like as much as you can study as a fucking armchair fan, right? When I studied football, Paolo Maldini is still number 1.
Let it be, bro.
But we digress. Okay, Paolo Maldini had it all.
First of all, majority of Maldini's career was playing at left back. It was towards the end when he played centre half. That's one thing.
Fair enough.
And I'm not even trying to discredit Maldini because I see
him. I know what you mean.
Struggled to get a better pairing than Maldini and Baresi back in the late 80s, early 90s. Unbelievable.
I
remember watching the few of their games. I was about 7, 8, and I remember going, "Wow, what a
who did you say? Who did you say?
Baresi and Maldini.
I didn't see Baresi. I didn't see Beckenbauer. Do you know what I mean?
Baresi up here was the best ever, but Maldini had that and the physical prowess. Now Virgil has got everything. Right? This is a controversial take I've said.
I know you're just fucking said it.
No. One last thing about Virgil, controversial, right? Call it what you want. A stupid take, deluded take, hot take. Virgil has got everything in the locker. If you wanted to create a fucking centre back, you'd create in the mold of Virgil van Dijk. I just think his criticism, and I don't know if this is a criticism, but I think sometimes he takes it too easy. And I think that's the only criticism.
He knows he's too good sometimes.
But Mark, that's the only thing that Maldini had over him. Like, Maldini never took it easy. 1-0, 2-0, 4-0, 6-0. Maldini would still fucking make sure you don't get away from him until the last second. And that's the only thing. Virgil, naturally, talent-wise, is the king of kings.
Okay, I take your point about that, because that is one of the criticisms that he does get, Van Dijk.
Yeah, he just...
Sometimes he can be too chilled, because genuinely, I think he just finds the game so easy. He can play a full 95 minutes and you won't even see a little bit of sweat. His hair's still perfect.
How does the hair come out, lad?
You've never seen a little bit of hair come out of place. His hair's perfect by the end of the match.
Like me.
But like, everything that he does is sensational. One thing that impresses me all the time is the way he wins headers. Like, the goalkeeper kicks it long. He wins. He doesn't just win the header. Like, that's cool. He doesn't just win it. But his header is literally one of the best passes you will ever see. And it's directly into the feet of someone. And it creates like an opening to run with. It's just mental watching this guy. And what else do you want from your captain in the 94th, 93rd minute, whatever? Him getting up there and scoring a goal for us. He's done it before in the League Cup final. He's won us the League Cup in the 118th minute, winning us that the other day. He's got big goals in him, big moments. A huge man who's just sensational. Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, I love Mo Salah. And the day he leaves, it's going to be a very sad day. We're going to mourn him a lot. And it's going to be very hard to replace. I don't think we're going to get over Van Dijk for at least another 20, 30 years. We're not going to get over Van Dijk.
That'll be a bad day for Liverpool.
We're going to cry. I don't know about you lot, right? You lot might be too macho, right? But I'm going to cry my eyes out. I'm telling you now.
Will I?
No, I'm going to cry my eyes out. I'm telling you now, I'm going to fucking cry, because this has been the era of errors for us, man. We fucking waited for this shit, man. We waited for this shit all our lives. I grew up fucking Man United, and then Chelsea come along. I was too young when the Arsenal were like winning stuff. Actually, Wenger, but I didn't mind.
Yeah, they were on all right side then themselves. They've turned into wankers since then.
Man United, Chelsea, absolute wankers now. I used to don't mind them, even though everyone knows my son's an Arsenal fan, so he's a wanker. But Man United and Chelsea, like, I grew up watching these fuckers ruin my uni, my fucking early work life, everything. This is our glory, and every single player that's brought this glory to us, I'm ready to cry for them. I cried when Bobby left, man. Mane left, man. Honestly, man, I was crying my eyes out with these guys. Like, Bobby and Mane, my heroes. So when Salah and Virgil leave, and Ali,
fuck it, lad. That's like this.
I'm sorry, guys, to remind you that it's going to happen.
Ali is the one for me, because he, like, the shit he's gone through. It's just, I think you can see what's going to happen this season. Now, once Mo goes to the AFCON, I think you're going to see a change of formation where he's going to try and bring in Ekitike and Isak at the same time. And then you might see, like, a slow change. I can see Salah. I've said this to Ben on WhatsApp group. I've said I can see this being Salah's last season. I personally think. I think he's going to get sold. I think Liverpool, there's been some kind of agreement when he signed that contract that he's going to be like, I'll stay, see out the change in the strike force, what you're doing. I get paid a few quid. You get paid a few quid. I don't know what you're talking money-wise. I don't know how much we're going to get for him. I can imagine with his status as an Arab legend, going to an Arab country, I can see
still
50 million possibly.
From
do you reckon? I'd say 60 to 80.
Yeah,
if he stays, if he shows
depends
level,
on where he is output this year. If he's still banging in 30 goals, then you say
exactly that.
Then you go, then Liverpool have got something to stand on. But if say he has a bit of a downturn in his, he doesn't look like he's slowing down. I do think he has been a bit disappointing, but I think it's in getting to know the new players around him. Like he's literally gone.
You know what it is? I think he is slowing down. I'm going to be honest, right? But he's developed a different type of role now. If you see, like he didn't do it the first couple of games, but the last couple of games he's coming to collect the ball now, and he's almost a playmaker for Isak, Wirtz, and Gakpo now. So he's looking to do those passing. He's like a playmaker from the right, whereas he was a wide forward that used to score all our goals. The ending isn't Salah anymore. Do you get what I mean, guys?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
now,
I think it's obvious when
the
you
ending
spend
is
what,
Gakpo or Isak or
280
Ekitike.
million on new forwards. I think the writing's on the wall with Salah. I don't know what they're going to do about Van Dijk. I don't want to let Alisson ever go. I want Alisson to like be enshrined into the club forever. I want him to be the goalkeeping coach. I don't want that man to leave.
I was going to say as well in regards to Salah, like his performances this season. I think yesterday, was it yesterday?
It was his best game.
Yesterday was his best game, but I don't think that happened by coincidence. I think there was a reason why that was his best game. It was the first game where we had Szoboszlai on the right-hand side of the midfield,
getting around them and that.
Getting around them, and we had Frimpong playing as well. There was a bit of a connection. This season, we haven't really had the chance to play Szoboszlai in that position. And one criticism I have of our attackers, Wirtz, Gakpo, Ekitike, Isaac, every single one of them are left. They naturally like to lean more towards the left. So the connections, the passes of play, it's more happening towards the left. And then if you've not got Salah on the pitch, Szoboszlai on the pitch, Salah's literally just out there by himself. So
and that's probably been his problem, but fucking no one around him.
So that's what I mean. Like with Szoboszlai yesterday and the second half against Burnley, I think instantly we've seen better performances from Salah, and not just Salah, but from Wirtz as well, because it allowed Wirtz to go more naturally into that position instead of like McAllister was playing that position in the first half. And don't get me wrong, I love McAllister. I think he's the best midfielder we've had since Gerrard, But right now,
he doesn't start in my best 11 at the moment. Doesn't get in.
And it's crazy for me to say that because I can't say how much I love McAllister. I think he's incredible.
I think Szoboszlai and Gravenberch have like stepped up big time.
Yeah, they're locked. But as I was saying to Ben before, when I sent you the message before, I was saying like, I think this is a common pattern we've seen now with McAllister. Every season since he joined us, the first couple of months, he's always slow. He doesn't start off with a bang, but he gradually comes in. Like when he gets to like November to like March, McAllister's the best midfielder in the world.
It's untouchable at the end, isn't he?
Untouchable. Like he is just unbelievable. But the beginning, the first month or two, last season and the first season when we signed him, he's always been not the best. So in a couple of months when he is on fire, and then you got Szoboszlai and Gravenberch and Wirtz, we're going to have a serious headache, and I don't know what we're going to do.
I've kept quiet on the McAllister chat because I done a tweet where everyone started shouting at me. Like I got told off.
What did you say?
I got told off by thousands and thousands. But yeah, all I said was exactly what you lot have said, but you lot get away with it, and I fucking get shitloads of it, like abuse, fucking after abuse.
It's like, just about 500 followers like me.
Yeah, fucking Grizz kind of bullshit. I'll fucking block that fraud. All I said was, right, all I said was Gary McAllister, because I've got those levels of aspirations from him, Mo, yeah? So when you said McAllister's this level, we all agree he's not even close to his level. So all I said is right now he's not that level. Oh, it's a bit harsh. He's been injured. Don't I fucking know he's been injured? Don't I watch Liverpool? Don't I go home and away? I know he's injured. I know he's getting back into it. But all I said was right now he doesn't get into the team. He's got to fix up. Oh, that's harsh. That's a bit of a wild statement. No need to criticize. What the? Come on, man. Let's not
I think he's playing a long-term injury, that needs addressment with surgery.
Well, it's been 3-4 months, Mark.
Now, this same niggle.
Yeah, but I was going to say it's been 3-4 months. Remember, he missed the last month of the season. People forget that. He missed the last month.
He's been getting theirs through internationals last season as well. He was getting
all pre-season is missed.
Yeah.
He don't look right.
I'll tell you what.
He's not right. He looks really slow. He looks slower. Like, if you notice with like how Liverpool played, they're very dynamic. He's not got that yard pace to keep up with the dynamism, whatever you call it, of the midfield. Like Gravenberch, he can move with the ball. Szoboszlai can get round the pitch. I think McAllister's one fault is that he's not quick off the yards, is he? He's quite slow, but what he makes up for is everything else, obviously. But he's got the brain, It's just... I just want to see him get back to his best, but like I said, it's not a criticism. No one's saying he's shit. No. And no one should say he's shit, but if you're picking your best team right now, if I'm picking my team for Anfield against them on Saturday, it's got to be Szoboszlai and Gravenberch for me. And then everyone else, then you pick whatever you want to play. You might even play Szoboszlai right back again. You might trust him more than the other two, but I doubt it because you're not going to have 2 right backs on the bench.
Mark, I agree with you, but I guarantee you right now, McAllister starts against Everton. Do you know why? I think it's Slot's favourite player in the team. Like, genuinely, that's his number one guy. Like, he loves McAllister on another level. Like, I can't see a world where if McAllister's even like 70% fit, 80% fit, that Slot leaves on the bench. Okay, Atletico Madrid, maybe we can bypass that one. Maybe that's contradicting what I'm saying right now.
He's worried, though, Mo. I do think he's worried about him.
But I don't think he's going to put him on the bench from Atletico Madrid and the Everton game. 2 games in his new chance. I can guarantee you, I'm not guarantee you, but I'm pretty confident that Slot will play him on Saturday. And also, like, when we played Burnley the other day, I was I don't know about you guys, but like, I was in shock that McAllister was playing. Because
I was mad that he played myself.
Only a couple of days.
I think, which one?
I'm
adamant, 100% sure if Curtis was fit, he would have started that game.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. But like, he didn't have to play McAllister. He could have put Szoboszlai in midfield and Bradley at right back. Do you know what I mean? And
no, but they weren't fully fit though. They weren't fully like.
McAllister wasn't fully fit, and he just came back from South America. I think he was playing
Libya as well in that fucking high altitude shit.
So I was shocked, and so that's what I'm trying to say. That's the point that I'm trying to make is that was a shock, and we were all shocked. So don't be shocked against Everton if he starts. I'm telling you,
mate, this is the problem. The manager Scotland. There's so many fucking quality players. It's like a bag of rebels now. We don't even know who he's going to pick. Do you know what I mean? So it's amazing. Do you know what? I was watching the match yesterday just before I come on to something with you, Rick. But I was looking at the team yesterday. Macca's in there. We've got all these players, and I was just thinking, this is probably going to be pound for pound the best quality squad I've seen Liverpool ever have. With the quality of play, Isak and all that. Do you know what I mean?
21, 20. Yeah.
I'm talking of all round the team. There's like a world class near enough player everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at knowing this team clicks, lad. This team could dominate Europe. I'm not even joking about it. And it's not something you can easily say, do you know what I mean? But I just think pound for pound, right? Because you've got to remember over the years, we had a different type of style, didn't we? The forward line with Bobby, Mo, Firmino. Bobby, Sadio and Mo. That was ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? That was the wingers. They had the focal point down the middle. But people moaned about the midfield because it was a workman-like midfield. This team now, mate's got everything, hasn't it? It's hard to call a weakness. I know people will talk about little transition stuff, but I think this could be one of the best squads we've got, personally. I know it's early days. Fucking hell, mate. Look at it already. Do you know what I mean? And it was still new last year. Do you know what I mean? Klopp brought in the 4 lads in midfield, didn't he? Slot then played them all. They go home in the league. They've just built upon that. Look at the fucking quality they've added. They brought in Alexander Isak, but he's in the top 3 strikers in fucking Europe or the world, you'd say. Do you know what I mean? If you name them, Ireland, Julian Alvarez won't be far behind it. 4 then, Julian Alvarez, Ireland, fucking Isak and fucking Harry Kane. Do you know what I mean? But Rick, Chris just mentioned there, Curtis Jones. He's obviously going to come into the fold, and this could be a massive help for McAllister going forward. But I just want to touch up on the midfield. And actually, no, do you know what? I'll come to the midfield in a bit later. I want to pose this question. Dylan's saying, can we have a talk about Gakpo? Do you know what? We've done a podcast the other week when I got back. And I spoke to you, Rick, about we talked about him. He'd had some good moments this season, Cody Gakpo. But in low blocks, Rick, it's difficult for him, isn't it? Because it's quite predictable with the coming in. What do you make of him in that game last night?
I thought he was non-existent. He has been for the last couple of games, if I'm being honest. He's very predictable. Like, I love Gakpo, but he's become very predictable. If you don't cut inside and get the shot off, we lose the ball. I'd like to see him try it, cut inside, and then put the ball to the left back on the outside. We never once see him do that. I think that's why Kirkers is struggling a little bit potentially on that left-hand side going forward, because Gakpo's not helping him. And if I'm being honest, I'd be dropping Gakpo and putting Rio in. Listen, everyone's saying, he's just a kid. Slot picked him for the Champions League squad ahead of Chiesa. So if you're giving him that sort of encouragement to play in the Champions League, and listen, the group, when our WhatsApp group went off with that Chiesa stuff, I had to fucking mute it. I just didn't get the fume in there about Chiesa being left out. But obviously Rio's been selected for it. The last 2 games Rio's come on and he's looked better than what Gakpo did in the game. He runs at fullbacks, puts them under pressure, makes them drop further back. We see that pass against Burnley that Rio did that unfortunately fell to Frimpong and he couldn't get his shot away properly. And then he obviously, last night he come on, he done very well. He's very quick, direct. And I know it's Merseyside derby and all, but yeah, I'd be pulling Gakpo out and putting Rio in to start.
Big call that, lad. Fucking hell.
I know we've got Southampton in the cup that he'll play minutes in that as well, but if you, no, I just fucking hate you boys in the group chat. Nonsense about Chiesa, man. Fucking hell. But yeah,
is there Ekitike plays off the left wing and then Isaac up front?
There will be, yeah. Once he's actually fully fit and up to speed, I think.
I don't think the manager can risk playing 2 9s right now, can he? When they're not fully ready.
But no, because Ekitike can't play 90 minutes. He's been.
That time will come when Mo goes to the AFCON.
Yeah.
Then it's fucking new as well. He shouldn't have to just play 90 minutes straight away either. Do you know what I mean?
No, he shouldn't. But when you ain't got a striker on the bench to come on for Ekitike, I find it weird that he comes off 65, 60 minutes. And then when you bring him off and you bring the other Chiesa on through the middle, I just think we lack the firepower and the forward line a little bit, and then we put ourselves under pressure in games in that last 25 minutes where we've got no attacking outlet in people like Ekitike. But it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to.
I'll throw another one at you. What about Wirtz on the left wing, and then you can play McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch in midfield?
Do you not think Wirtz looked good when he went into the left yesterday a little bit? Because once he gets the ball,
I'm not even saying anything. Ben shouts at me when I always suggest him on the left.
But who was it who suggested Szoboszlai on the left? Who was that?
Oh, that was Andy.
Oh,
Andy. To be honest, though, it's hard to fucking pick a team without Szoboszlai in right now, though. It fucking is. And, you know, we had that chat a few weeks ago, Chris, do you know what I mean? You know what? Just touching up on Szoboszlai. But he's got to, if he wants to stay midfield, he's got to be fucking more switched on in midfield because he can give the ball away. That was my take on it the other week. But it's, you know, fuck it.
Do you know what it is? He's look. I know what you mean, and I agree. He's got.
You get what I'm a little fucking around with it sometimes.
He's got a bit of arrogance about him, and it gets a bit carried away. And his positional sense. Oh, sorry. He needs to know what areas he can do what in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But my God, I'm sorry, lads. We've all got our favourites, and I get it. But I'm not picking a Liverpool team without Szoboszlai in there somewhere.
Can't now.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna lie. I feel insecure without Szoboszlai in that team because he's a Swiss Army knife.
Have you ever seen him tired?
He's a machine. Now, obviously, grown-ups know when I fucking called him Hungarian Gerrard, I was having a laugh. Right? It was tongue in cheek. It was literally game week 1 when he scored that goal against. He scored on his debut, didn't he? When he scored that volley.
It was against Villa.
Yeah, left footed in the corner, and he'd
So I went, there you go, Hungarian Steven Gerrard, and everyone said, "How the fuck did you come back?" Of course, I was tongue in cheek. Grown-ups know that, but kids don't, right? But fast forward a season and a half. Tell me where you can put him on that pitch, and he'll do a fucking stern job for you. Right back, I could think you could put him left back. He'll do a stern job. Obviously, centre half, we don't know. Centre midfield, I reckon he could do a job as a 6, as an 8. In a pivot, he could play wide right, he could play wide left. And fuck me, he's even done a false 9 for you. Now tell me if that's not a Swiss Army knife. But I agree. The criticism would be his nonchalance. Sometimes he'll do a flick. Like he gave the goal away, didn't he?
He loses concentration now and again, Grizz.
Yeah, 100%. But people forget he's 24, 23, 24. He's a young man. He'll learn. And the other thing is, I don't want him to end up like a Milner where a set position isn't found for him, because that will help his concentration. That will help his knowing what his responsibilities are, what his role is once he's given a set position, because he knows he can't fuck about like that right back. He knows he won't be able to fuck about if he's the DM. But sometimes when he's in the 8, he tries bits and then the other team transitions on us. So that is my criticism of him. But right now, if I'm picking a Liverpool team, I'm picking Alisson, Virgil, Mo, Isak, and Szoboszlai. Like in that order. Like that's how important and crucial it is to me.
Very,
Do
very.
you not think though? Do you not think Gravenberch is a bit more important than some of them, because you see at the start of the first two games, the Palace game and the Bournemouth game, we lacked a bit of control in the game, and then obviously we were getting attacked quite a bit. And then when you see Gravenberch come straight back in, you see the difference between.
Yeah, 100%. I forgot Gravenberch. Yeah, Gravenberch is ahead of him, but he's like they're the big six that you put in the team, and then everyone else fights for the place.
No, it's funny you mentioned them like talk like that, because I just want to mention to jump in on it. Do you know what's key? Mo, you mentioned about Maka being one of the manager's favourites. I think he's looking at Szoboszlai as one of his favourites as well as now, because in his press conference he mentioned, we've sold Dominic Szoboszlai, he'd be over 100 million. And I thought of all the players you could have mentioned, he name dropped him. And do you know what? I'd mentioned it to a few of you boys as well in the group. Have you seen how close he is to these players? He's like Mohamed Salah's best mate. He's already fucking he's so close to Kerkers. He's took him under his wing. I don't think we realise how big of a player Dominic Szoboszlai is behind the scenes at Liverpool. Fucking hell, he's like the coffee shop's fucking main fella as well, isn't he? But it's,
you're definitely right. I think he's definitely one of Slot's favourites as well. So honestly, as I said before, it's going to be an interesting dilemma. And you're right in terms of like him being close with people. I don't know if you guys can remember a couple of weeks ago, Salah came out with an interview with Sports, and he was talking about Szoboszlai, talking about how sometimes his confidence can be quite low. So he puts him under his shoulder, like under his arm and stuff, and gives him that confidence that he needs. If he's had a bad game, he'll like guide him. So like, I feel like this season, he's seen Wirtz coming in as like a threat. I think I've talked about this before with Grizz on the Red Room. When with Wirtz coming in, he must have thought to himself, well, we've signed the £100 million player who's going to play in my position. I'm going to show you right now, Slots, that I'm still going to be in this team. Whether you want me to play right back or whether you want me to play in a deeper role, you're going to find me in this team to the point where I'm going to be undroppable. And you know what? As Grizz just said, he is one of the undroppable players right now. And one thing that we should, like, Grizz, I 100% agree with everything that he said, but he's been pivotal to our wins as well. Like,
massive.
Today, the corner, it was perfect corner from Szoboszlai. He got us that assist against Arsenal with the free kick. Newcastle, every single player got a touch of the ball except for one person, and that was Szoboszlai. But he probably did the most vital thing by doing that little step, like leaving the space for Rio to score. So he's been pivotal in terms of like winning games for us. And there was one great captain who used to do that for us all the time, find a way for us to go over the line. The Hungarian Gerrard is fulfilling his role because it is working out for him right now.
You'll have all the shit coming back on him again.
I know. Chris needs to run with the Hungarian Gerrard again, I'm telling you.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on that.
The goals, he's getting the assists, the performances, he's up and down. Oh my God. You get tired watching him sometimes. Like, I'm thinking, how does he have the
energy?
energy?
Do think the number 8 position is his best position now. Maybe he's playing now. I do think he's getting... I do think the little mistakes, they'll probably cut themselves eventually, because I think the amount of times you do it, you've surely got to learn from it. If he doesn't, then he's never gonna make it, is he? But
he's special. He is a special talent.
He has cut them out. Right back as a little bit by if I give the ball away in this area here, we're under the they're gonna be a lot closer to the goal than me losing it, because I think when he's lost it and it's been further up the pitch, I think it was against Bournemouth where he's done a little flick, didn't he? And they went down the other end and scored. That was in their half, and they ran the whole bend of the pitch and scored. But I do need to find a position for him, otherwise he'll end up being like Harvey Elliott, where you go, what's his best position?
Mark, just check your internet.
Going, 50, 60 million. Yeah.
Just check your internet. It's just lagging a sec. I don't know. Go on. See, I thought we lost you then. But just before you do, while you check your internet, Grizz, I know you've got to shoot. Look, lad, thanks very much for coming on.
I loved it, mate. It's been a pleasure. Pleasure. Invite me again, innit, brother? Invite me again.
2 free podcasts a week. 2 free podcasts a week, Grizz. Remember?
I'm on it. Up the Reds. Cheers, lads. Take care. Speak in a bit.
See you later.
Mark, sorry, lad. It seems better now. It just went through a little lagging phase, lad. But go on, carry on what we were saying, brother. We'll try and wrap it up in the
No,
next
that
15
was-
10 minutes or so. So, you know, I know everyone wants to watch Newcastle get beat. Just fucking thought and throw that in.
No, I'm just saying, like, you'd have that problem with Harvey Elliott where you don't know if he's a winger, you don't know if he's an attacking midfielder, you don't know if he's a number 8, and then you're struggling, and people are like, oh, we should get 50, 60 million for him. And I was like, I don't think we should, because you can't turn around and go, we want 60 million for a player that we don't know how to get the best out of ourselves. So I think the money that we got for Elliott is about the right. But going back to Szoboszlai, I do think that this is his best role. I don't think he's got the brain or the nous to pick up the positions like Wirtz does in that 10 role. But yeah, I just think this is his best position, and keep playing him now until one of them either gets injured or loses form. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is it. Mark's spot on, Rick. And, you know, at the end of the day, the manager's got the dilemma in midfield because we've got so much quality. He's fucking got it at right back now, hasn't he? Because, I'll tell you what, Rick, you know, just on the last couple of games, Jeremy Frimpong looks like the main right back. For me, personally, I don't know what you boys think, but Rick, I'm looking at Jeremy Frimpong, right, and I'm thinking, we've got a serious fucking footballer on our hands here.
Yeah, if you're looking at the pecking order for right back, I think Bradley's third choice. I think Frimpong's first, so Szoboszlai is going to be the number 2 choice there. I think when Bradley come on yesterday, I think we was all over the show a little bit defensively for a certain period of the game.
It's a little bit lost, a little bit. Rick.
Yeah.
That's rhythm, maybe the rhythm.
Yeah, and the injuries he's picking up, but I always thought Bradley was quick, but some reason old man Koke seemed to get a little bit of the better of him for pace-wise. But I mean, Frimpong, he looks very, very good. Like the recovery pace of him as well. He's not scared
to see a right back overlapping, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I've never seen that with Spence anymore. Spence always wanted to come inside and play midfield. Where when he scored that goal, Salah, you see him bend his run, take that man away, and allow Salah then to run into that space.
He nearly scored himself and Wirtz nearly fucking knocked it.
Yeah.
He's also not scared to get stuck in, is he? And we've seen him put a few tackles in. It's exciting. I don't think he's Salah's replacement for Afcon because I think that's a formation change happening when that happens. But yeah,
in his locker, Rick, hasn't he?
Yeah, he can strike a ball. You see that at Leverkusen, the goals he scored there, the assists he got there. He can strike a ball. And his link-up play is good with Salah. Like you see, like Mark said, he goes on the overlap. We know Salah tends to not use the overlap as much because obviously Trent never done it. He likes to cut in and potentially have a cross or a shot. But it's gonna that's why I think people are thinking Salah's struggling a little bit because the new players, he's got to adjust to the new settings, the way these new players play, the movements they make, the runs they make. So it's only going to get better. Yeah. I think we've had a tough start to the season. We're 5 from 5, so you can't really complain.
It is, Mo. We've had a tough start, but you know what? It's fucking driving everyone batshit crazy, lads. And you know what? None more so than Diego Simeone, lad, innit? Just where I want to come to right now, mate. You know, I was on the Anfield Index with Chris. Obviously, we went on the other night, but I said he was going to cause shit down the main hand start. I don't know if you noticed it, but when I'd seen me mate tweeting about it today, and then I looked back at it. Do you know what the crafty bastard did? So Liverpool were warming up, Coxside. He'd fucking sent his lot down the Annie Road side. He'd sent a coach down the side to fucking warm them up. But he was there to shout instructions on the pitch, sneakily, lads. He's a clever little bastard, and he's a master of the dark art. But you know what? I like him. I don't know about you, what you think of him, but top coach. But sometimes his passion gets in the way, and it got in the way the other night. Well, last night, sorry.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love him. I can't wait to get out of him. He is one hell of a mad bastard, though. Fucking hell. If he was my manager, yeah, I'd love him. But if he's
buy into it, lad, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd buy into it. Like his passion is just insane. His energy, and he always wears the same suits, that black suit with the black shirts, constantly.
He's fucking.
For the past 30 years, he's had the same drip. It's crazy. Well, lad, I fucking rate him, me. Like he's actually he's nuts. He's not normal. Like genuinely, someone needs to like maybe take him to a therapist or something because he's not normal. But
fucking schizo, lad. He's a lunatic.
But it's not just that. In terms of his football as well, it's like I don't know. Like it can be very defensive. Yeah. But like yesterday, for example, I thought we was going to see the nastiest deep blocks ever. But then after we scored that early goal, it opened up like the game for them, and then you could see like his team actually plays good football. Like
really good. That's got 30 goal season as fucking striker as well. Don't forget who weren't there.
Who weren't there? Exactly, their star player wasn't there, but they were still playing some good football. Albeit we were very good yesterday. They were still very good as well. We can't say that they were shit or anything. They were a good team, and the way that they were passing the ball and progressing the ball from defense to attack, they played really well, and that's credit to Simeone. He's been in the game now for 13 years. He's won La Ligas with like superstars in Real Madrid and Barcelona, with Messi and Ronaldo there. He still won the La Liga with them. Honestly, I respect them a lot, and I always have, especially in European matches as well. He's got like that little, imagine him a kid.
Fucking hell, that'd be war zone, lads.
That'll be war. But like the one thing I would say though, if he can like after they scored yesterday and they were all on the pitch and that going mental, if he can like give it out, he should be able to take it as well. Like his actions afterwards, that's not on. Like you shouldn't be going and attacking. One of the staff was spitting into the crowd. Are you mental? Like that can never be allowed. That can never be acceptable. That's insane. Like, but that's his problem. He's so passionate that sometimes he loses his mind. It's mental. So look, fair enough. You scored a goal. You want to go crazy and celebrate. Be passionate, whatever. Yeah. We had a very passionate manager in Jurgen Klopp. We ran onto the pitch when we scored the last minute winner. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love that kind of stuff. But if rival fans are then going to laugh in your face, take it on the chin.
Got to take it on the chin, lads. And, you know, he can't be saying, you know, to give me shit all fucking game. But, lad, it's because of the theatrical fucking antics. Yeah. But you know what, mate? I'm like you. I don't mind him. I think he's a cracker. And I shouldn't really say it on here, but if Man United had any fucking sense, he'd be top of the list. I don't
give them any ideas.
I know, but you know what I mean, don't you?
He'd never manage in England. He said that he'd never ever manage. So he doesn't know the words of. He won't learn English.
Well, he seems to know now because apparently he was getting insulted. He was fucking saying, "So where's he fucking learned that from?"
He doesn't know it. He obviously knows the swear words, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was fucking heard them that many times.
Bobby Macker was shouting down to him. He just said, "You're the bell end."
But Mark, do you know what? Just be, you know. Got a few minutes left because I know everyone would want to watch the match, but he's a cracking manager, Mark. You know, he knew. Do you know what the worst thing that probably happened for us? The 2 goals were so early, and he's probably just went to them. Fuck it now, let's just play our game. And you know, we scored 2 goals in 6 minutes. It was a record, I think, in the Champions League or something to do with Liverpool.
You know, I think it was a Liverpool record. Yeah, like a
Liverpool record.
A European Liverpool record.
He's just went then, fucking ripped that team thing up. Go and have a go, see how you get on, and it brought them right back into the game after a little bit. And do you know what? That's a credit to him. And the one thing, Mark, is they never die. Not under him. And I think he's a top coach, mate. Yeah. And as Mo's just said there, some of their football last night was really, really good. That Llorente again, 2 fucking goals. You know, I seen him. He was fucking joking before the game, weren't he, and all that, saying he's fucking all he ever does is score against Liverpool. He's named as Dog Anfield or something. Yeah, lad, he's named as fucking Dog Anfield. He's probably fucking going to change it now, anyway, when he's just got beat at the end. But, Mark, you know, that was a great win for Liverpool. And for me, I said it before the game, that's a proper tie. That you know when you play Atletico Madrid, you've got to work for them points, lad, haven't you?
Yeah, I think that we were always going to be the more of a threat with the firepower we had. Obviously, when Alvarez went off when he never turns up, obviously, because he was injured. I think that's his first ever game he's missed, isn't it, through injury?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, the curse strikes, doesn't it? Didn't Isak fucking bail out and then he'll probably be there next season. Probably be at us next season, won't he? Didn't want to play against his future club. No,
yeah.
I think they played good football. It was good, controlled football, but they never ever. I can't remember Alisson making a proper save. No. And I'm being like that. The 2 goals they scored, the first one, like I said, shouldn't have counted. The second one, it was going to be an easy catch for Alisson, and it took a deflection off Mackin and went the other way. Other than that, they do play good football. The one thing that I will say that they had I still say this, is control. They had a lot of control in that midfield. And I think when Liverpool sometimes do get into that lead, like they did yesterday, they've got to learn to control the game then, take the game at their pace, get on the ball, move it about, let the chances come. I still think Liverpool have got to develop that side of the game, whether that's personnel need to be brought in to do that or not. But you can't complain about I think I'm aging. I'm 40 on Monday. I think I feel like 50 already after watching these for 5 weeks. It's fucking stress, isn't it? Like every game, It's like, fucking hell, every game's a constant fucking nervous wreck.
That Barrios that plays for them is class.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Oh,
It's not going to continue this because Liverpool are playing. I don't think Liverpool have got out of first or second gear yet. So I think Liverpool are going to. It's going to be. Someone's going to get a fucking Arden soon. Hopefully
it's going to be a good team, man. It's going to be a very good team as well who gets the Arden. Mate, I'm telling you, I can see Liverpool pumping City. You know, because they played them again back to back, City and Real Madrid. They'll be fucking looking at Liverpool and be going, "Fuck, we've got a problem here."
I guarantee you that Slot gets puts the nail in Amadin's coffin. Do we go to Old Trafford or do they come to us first?
No, it's at Anfield first.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I can see that. I can see that being the nail in the coffin for him. I think he'll survive till then, and I think we'll absolutely bum the head in.
And then they'll get Gareth Southgate.
Lads,
you know, if they don't get
it's terrible for them.
That Areola from the ball,
hopefully they didn't
get
get
great manager in. The amount of players he's lost this season. It doesn't look like he's never lost them.
If they get him, we're in trouble.
He brought in have been unbelievable for him.
If they get him, we're in trouble because he's a good manager. But I'm just hoping like Barcelona or Real Madrid come calling for him. I hope nobody in England gets him because he's really, really good.
City could be the ones for him.
Maybe.
If not a Luis Enrique, he could be a one to go. Luis Enrique is not going to be at PSG forever.
No, I think he would have been perfect for City, Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
The football he plays,
yeah, he's that type of thing. Rick, just want to quickly touch up on it. You know, quickly have a little natter about the derby quickly just before we do, and we'll wrap it up. I think there's a key player that's going to be in the squad for the derby, and I think it's much needed right now. We've just had a little talk about, you know, Maka maybe having a little knock. Maybe not so much a knock, but something's been bothering him. And I think going forward now, Curtis Jones is coming back just at the right time. So I think Liverpool need that extra, you know, player in midfield just to cover the legs. You know, I'm sure you boys will all agree we can't just keep playing the same midfield all the time with all the games coming up. See, and the fact is we've got internationals coming up again. You know, there's 2 now till January, isn't he? Curtis Jones, Rick, match day squad on the weekends. I think that's a great thing for Liverpool because it's going to be another. We're going to have to work for the points again, Rick, aren't we?
Yeah, I think once Gravenberch and Szoboszlai start that game, the pressure and the intensity of the game throughout 60, 65 minutes, Curtis Jones is a great option to bring on to start to control the game. Like you know, I'm one of the biggest fans of Junior Ronaldo, but the closest player we have to him is Curtis Jones in terms of ball retention, holding on to the ball.
What are you going to say, Emre Can?
Emre Can's a bowler, mate. But anyway, yeah, we'll move on from that. But
get him going, lads.
But yeah, like Curtis Jones is turned into. No one really knew what his best position was. Klopp couldn't figure it out. He was a left winger in the under 21s.
Curtis can do a few things.
Yeah, he was a left winger in the under 21s. Yeah,
you know, once he's with Curtis, he doesn't give up.
No, he could play 10. He could play wing for under 21s. He can play. We've seen him play deep under Slot's team under Klopp. He can play 8. He can play right back. So he's another Szoboszlai, just not with the same energy. But yeah, listen, it's good to have him back. I think him and the team. I think that's a full fit squad. Then I think it's just Curtis that we've got out with a knock.
Coming nicely, isn't it?
Yeah,
nice.
For the right game. I'm excited about this game at the weekend. I know a few Liverpool Everton fans and. They seem confident for some strange reason, but
I love it. Fucking love that.
I love it.
I love it. It does nothing worse when you're fighting a wounded Everton who are fucking getting tongues every week because they turn into these fucking defeatists and they turn up in there. Because I think I've noticed with Everton this year, they're having a go. That suits us to the ground. Under Dijk when he had his fucking little setup. Because there's no reason why now that with the amount of fucking attacking talent Moyes has got, he's going to sit off and play defensive footy. He hasn't got the pace. He hasn't got the pace to sit off and it's on the counter because Grealish and Diblin and all them in Jai, they're not pace merchants, the footballers. So they're going to have to push up the field. I'll tell you what, I hope fucking Isak has that Michael Keane on fucking toast. fuck off, round his mouth and fucking spits him out. Honestly, because they are going to push up. I want them to come and have a go. They've got to have a go because
They can't with them players not have a go, can they?
they're going on. Yeah, that's it. They're going on that. They've got a boss team now. They've spent well. They've bought loads of attacking players. Grealish is the fucking best player in the whole entire universe since fucking... you know, it's... I want them to come feeling confident because that's the best time to beat them when they're feeling like this.
Honestly, just put them back in their place. I've always seen them as like little brother, innit? Like they get a little bit too cocky right now. They've got their
little pass on the edge.
Listen, stay young. You got your new stadium. You got your Grealish and that. I hope we just slap them silly. But I can still see them playing very, very, very deep, and it's going to be very nasty. No matter all these players that they've got, like Grealish and Ndiaye and that, they're still going to play deep. This is David Moyes we're talking about coming to Anfield. I don't think he's ever won at Anfield as well, has he? David Moyes?
No.
Yeah, never won at Anfield. So
I do think they've had a good window, Mo. We spoke about it. Grealish is a great player for them.
It's a typical Everton signing.
Yeah.
It's a cast-off from City or United. That's what they
would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would Liverpool ever go and buy a cast-off from anywhere in the...
No, never.
Unless you're fucking Andy, you'll let us know. It's hard to mellow whoever that one. Oh,
I'll tell you what, though, that Ndiaye is good. I like that Ndiaye.
He's a great little player.
Yeah.
He's good. But like the rest of them, I don't really rate. Be honest with you.
I like that dribbling. I've been saying for a while. I got laughed at in the group chat when I said that Liverpool not going for dribbling. You know who you are, and it's not used to. It's little Matt. Really fuck. And it was Andy as well, wasn't it? Laughing at me, and I went, "You'll be laughing soon, lad. You won't be laughing soon when he's fucking banging them in, and he's going to be hot property. He will. Yeah, I think he'll smash it there once he's settled.
I think that Dewsbury all surprised me as well. I think he's looked all right for Everton.
He was a good player at Leicester. Before he went to Chelsea and fucked his career up, he was a good player at Leicester. Solid.
Another one that got fucking he fucked it up. But
got the Danny Drinkwater fucking treatment, didn't he?
They're such a weird club, you know, Chelsea.
It's English, wasn't it?
They needed club ever.
Yeah, they needed English players.
He sounds like a fucking golf resort, doesn't he? Suits with Chelsea. Dewsbury Hall, golf and fucking Spa.
They've wasted so many of them young British talents, haven't they? Where they've just gone there, paid them big dough. Jack Rodwell was another, not Jack Rodwell, fucking
Barkley, wasn't it?
Barkley, sorry, that was the one. But look, Mo, just before we wrap it up, because I know, you know, we haven't done the preview properly for Everton yet, but I want your prediction. Merseyside derby, lads. Come on.
Merseyside derby. Fuck, you know. It's obviously that's the one game. You know, every season when the season's about to get in, the pictures come out. I always look out for the Everton game and the United game. Couldn't really give a shit about the rest, I'll be honest with you. But Everton and United, I always look out for them too.
Arsenal's come into the fold now, though, lad. You know, you'd have to look out for that.
Oh, sorry, I take that back. I'll look at Arsenal because I know too many Arsenal fans that do it. So I'll check out for that as well. But with Everton, I always look forward to it because, and do you know what? I'm not one of those who hates Everton. I can't lie to you. Like, but because I know a lot of people that are Evertonians and they're good friends of mine, do you know what I mean? So I don't hate them. I've never seen them as huge competition. I wasn't around in the 80s. I was born in 94, so I don't know how fierce the rivalry was in the 80s, do you know what I mean? And I've always liked Everton to have a decent team to play against us because as Mark said before, when they're whinging and moaning and complaining that they're so bad, it's just... It's like you can't really do much. It's like a wounded animal. So I'm glad that they're in a little bit of form. They got a little bit of confidence. But honestly, I genuinely believe this is the team that we're gonna just absolutely spank. This is the team that we're just gonna go.
Someone's gonna get it.
It's been brewing now since the beginning of the season, and I honestly think the perfect time. It's gonna happen this Saturday against Everton. I think Isaac's getting his first goal. I think Vert is getting his first goal. I think it's gonna just be a riot this weekend. Honestly, I think 4-0. I'll go for it.
You know what? And just like you're saying there, we just before we finish up, do you know what, right? They'll be thinking, great, we didn't have a game midweek. We had that extra rest. And I think Liverpool will be looking at it the total opposite way. You know, coming off the international break, Liverpool have got that rhythm back. So Everton, I can see Everton getting run all over, to be honest. And I'll tell you what, Isak, them minute, mate, I thought he looked fitter than he actually was.
The one thing about Isak, though, that we didn't touch on, did you notice the way that he just gets the ball and he doesn't even need space? The ball can be right next to his boot and he'll still get a shot off.
Oh, he's ridiculous, lad. That's just on the ball, didn't he?
That's dead close control, isn't it? Gets it out of his feet so quick. And he's 6'4". I remember when we were looking at 6'4".
Is that what he is?
Yeah. I remember looking at 6'3", 6'4" players. They used to be big, lanky, slow. dopey players like Duncan Ferguson, Andy Carrolls. Now you're looking at the likes of Ekitike, Isak, Gravenberch, and they're all like they're all playing like 5'6" midgets. They all turn, they're quick, the agility. Just, honestly, I can't believe I've never, even that player who's just joined Newcastle, for a big lad, he's got good feet.
By the way, it's interesting that.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think Ant's put the fucking comments in that he's not playing. I think he's
after Gordon up front instead.
They're going for the counter, aren't they? They're going to sit and try and hit them on the break. That's the only way they can do it.
Because Gordon's suspended, isn't he, for Premier League games, so they need to keep his fitness up by playing him in Champions League.
It makes sense to play him, but like, I don't know why they never started that Voltamada.
Why is Dengue? His fists are out injured, is he?
Yeah,
that's
a few weeks.
Oh, fucking hell, how funny was that? Hey, after them saying about Isak as well. Yeah,
I know.
Oh, we've lost Ben, so I'll take over. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there anyway, because we've got 12 minutes before the game comes on. But Mo, if you want to give your channel a shout out.
Defo. So me and the boys have started a new podcast. It's an in-studio podcast. We record it every Sunday. Podcast comes out on the Monday. It's on Made in Toxteth on YouTube, and then you can find us on TikTok and on Twitter and Instagram as Cuts Inside. It's a really good new podcast. It's me and a couple of other lads. We all support different clubs. There's loads of like arguments. It's quite heated. So it's really good. It's only new. It's very authentic, very original. So yeah, if you get the chance, everyone in the chat and you guys as well, please just have a watch and let me know what you think. Any feedback is good feedback.
Yeah, definitely. So Reggie, go check that out, and we'll definitely get Mo on again. We'll get Ben to give you a shout.
Nice.
Mark,
thanks for getting me on today as well.
No worries. Mark, we'll speak.
I'm going to go and dip my head in at thing, you know, because I sound like I'm a horse at the moment, like dying every passing minute. My throat.
That's right. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be back in the next couple of days. I think we're going to do a Everton preview Saturday morning, so like a breakfast show before the game kicks off at half 12. But until then, Red, we will see you then. Stay safe, and we'll see you in a couple of days.
That's right. Nice one.